Alright everybody, we are now doing Pokemon Platinum this week. Hopefully you got to see the video I released today, Pokemon Platinum with Plusle. We'll be doing Minin on Friday. But today we are going to be doing a completely random Pokemon. And I am kind of worried about this because I think my Platinum skill isn't generally the best. I feel like I am better at this game than Emerald though. But I definitely need to get my Sinnoh skill better, because I know on Thursday, Elite Four Alex and I are going to be racing each other. It'll be in Diamond and Pearl, though, not Platinum, but still, it's similar, like, Sinnoh experience. But anyway, I'm not really so sure how first stages are going to do in Platinum version specifically. So I guess we'll go ahead and generate the Pokemon. Alright, let's see. Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, and Sinnoh forms. You have the experience advantage in Pearl, true, but it's going to be annoying having to do a bunch of Platinum runs and then switch to Pearl. Like, I gotta make sure you have done Bulbasaur a while ago, so yeah. I mean, that's a good point. Honestly, I think getting pure Charmander would be way better. Alright. Who are we going to get? Okay, that is a reroll. Take two. Who are we going to play with? Victreebel. Okay. Yeah, I totally got something good first try. Yeah, I think that's the second time I've gotten Caterpie Weedle. I think during the White 2 runs, I believe, I got Weedle, but I rerolled it. That is one of those Pokemon I'm allowed to reroll. Because none of you want me to play the game with... Like, I get I'm the Weedle guy, but not the Caterpie guy. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at Victreebel. I know it's really, really good in Generation 1, but how does it fare in the newer games? Very good attack, very good special attack, mediocre speed, but honestly, speed isn't the most important stat in Sinnoh, especially with the medium slow growth rate. In Diamond and Pearl specifically, your speed stat absolutely does matter because the fastest Pokemon is Cynthia's Garchomp at 176. But in Platinum, the fastest is Lucian's Alakazam at 156. So it's like a 20-point difference. But anyway, let's take a look at the moveset. Plus, we're in the medium slow group too, so that's going to be even better. Platinum. Oh, a lot of level 1 moves. Let me check this on Bulbapedia, actually. Pokemon DB tends to list moves in the wrong order. Let me look on Bulbapedia. They usually like to keep it in order. Oh, interesting. In Diamond and Pearl, it didn't have Leaf Blade. Interesting. Let's see. It looks like our last 4 moves will be Sleep Powder, Razor Leaf, Heat Scent, and Vine Whip. Okay, that makes sense that Stockpile, Swallow, and Spit Up are close together. But anyway, level 1 Sleep Powder, Dab, Razor Leaf. This is going to be awesome. But I think actually, I'm going to go back to just DB now. So yeah, these 2 moves should be down here, but oh well, we're not going to thread over the little details. But anyway, though, what kind of TMs do we get? Sludge Bomb, pretty much our best poison move, Grass Knot, Swords Dance. This thing could actually run Swords Dance, Razor Leaf, and maybe like Swords Dance, Razor Leaf, Return, and some other good physical coverage. I don't really want it to be Thief. Dude, this thing doesn't really get much physical coverage at all. Yeah, it's basically just Grass and Thief. Leech Life if it's Egg move. Or I guess by Tutors, get other kinds of moves. Yeah, but not really anything good. I mean, Seed Bomb being 80 power is really good. But honestly, I don't know. I mean, we can use the Platinum Move Tutor. I'm going to see which Move Tutor gives Seed Bomb. Let's see. Seed Bomb. Survival. Post-game. Darn. Getting 4 red and 4 green. We probably could have got those, but it had to be a post-game tutor. Oh, that's out of the question. Yeah, honestly, I think our moveset's just going to have to be, like, Swords Dance, Return, Razor Leaf, and Sleep Powder. Does that hit that does not have anything for neutral. We're gonna somewhat struggle against ghost types. Honestly, we should definitely get Thief for Fantina for sure. Honestly, I think the moveset should be Razor Leaf and Thief. Just to have ghost coverage. Because I don't think regular ghosts resist it, like Miss Magius or Duskull. I don't think they resist grass, but Haunter does. Leaf Blade's so good. That is true. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I forgot about Leaf Blade. I forget. I think the reason I forgot we had Leaf Blade was because, like I showed earlier, in Diamond and Pearl, it does not get Leaf Blade for some reason. Sucker Punch is about as out of the way as an Elemental Punch. That is true. I mean, I don't really think this thing could benefit from a hidden power, but if we're going to be grinding for Swords Dance in the game corner, really no need to. I know Axu in my Discord actually made a pretty decent guide on getting a bunch of money for Swords Dance. Swords Dance is surprisingly not that expensive in this game. I think it's only $80,000 or 4,000 coins. Yeah, I saw in Scott's solo running server that he did Victreebel. That Pokemon is really, really good, but when you try to push it, it can end up being inconsistent. Okay, so what's the final plan, I think? Honestly, I don't think Razor Leaf is going to be too useful. Because here's the thing, like, why waste time putting something to sleep if we only really need, like, one Swords Dance? I mean, we could probably hold on to both. Like, maybe we could go Swords Dance, Sleep Powder, Razor Leaf, and Thief. Honestly, I don't think I'll ever teach Sludge Bomb. We get it so late into the run. You can only ever use it for, like, Cyrus, Faulkner, and the League. I don't really think it really wouldn't help in any of those fights. I'll get the TM anyway, because it's literally on the way through the Galactic Hideout, but I'll skip it. What was the random Pokemon? Victreebel. Plus, we don't get growth. Yeah, that's because, free evolution. Growth. Yeah, honestly, I think Swords Dance, Sleep Powder, Leaf Blade, and Thief should be the final moveset, because I think Grass and Dark should give us neutral coverage against everything. Yeah, even the Bronzor, because the Bronzor are neutral to Thief. We can just use one Swords Dance and use Thief. Yeah, it's interesting. Thief actually does have some niche uses in Gen 4. Like, I found this out in my Heart Gold run with Zigzagoon that I did in the Discord server offline. It can help give coverage to Pokemon with limited movesets. Not all Steel types. Let's think of the Steel types. Bronzor, Bronzong would be neutral. Bastiodon, Steelix. I guess Magneton wouldn't, but honestly, Magneton really isn't that threatening for a Victreebel. I would honestly just not worry about that. Scizor. Oh, that is true, actually. We could theoretically use Natural Gift, but the problem is our moveset's going to be limited, so I think we'll need to think of some. Either deal with a slightly harder Scizor fight, but keep Sleep Powder, or we delete Sleep Powder and teach, like, a third move. Like, for example, Natural Gift. We could use Natural Gift, a Cherry Berry, I believe it was, to make it fire. Well, fortunately, I know nobody mandatory uses Magnezone. Actually, I think Mariah and Victory Road uses a Magnezone. But honestly, what is Magnezone gonna do? Thunderbolt? Scizor, though, could be the one issue. Then again, the only person I can think of with a Scizor is Ace Trainer Caesar in Byron's gym. And I don't think its moveset's even that good. What does Natural Gift do? It's kind of like a hidden power, but it depends on your held berry. Yeah, it is Cherry Berry. So, for example, if I hold a Cherry Berry, Natural Gift becomes a 60 power fighting fire move. It's a one-time use, though. Endure? No. Endure's really not a good move. There are very niche uses, though, where if you want to, like, pair it with Reversal to, like, or Flail to do max damage, that's a use. Yeah, honestly, I don't think giving up Sleep Powder is going to be worth it. And besides, I can just put the Scizor to sleep, set up 2 or 3 Swords Dances, and probably just 2-shot it with Thief. I mean, let's look at Victreebel's weaknesses. We're weak to fire, ice, flying, and psychic. I am pretty sure Caesar's Scizor does not have any of those moves. It might have Aerial Ace. I don't know if it does, but looking at the others, we're neutral to Bug and Steel, so I don't really know what the Scizor is going to do. Something I could do, actually, is, like, look at one of Scott's runs and, like, see. Max Powered Return is the best move for Scizor. That is true. Here's the question, though, actually. Once we're past, honestly, once we're past, Ace Trainer Dennis with the Drift Blim, is there any other need for Thief? Are there any other mandatory Ghost Trainers? Even with Dark Knot Resistance, it still does more damage. Yeah, but the reason I'm holding on to Thief is for coverage against Ghosts. Like, Thief's going to be helpful for Fantina and Dennis's Drift Blim. There is the trainer south of Veilstone. There's a mandatory trainer with a Drift Loon. But I'm trying to think if there are any other, like, mandatory ghost types on anyone's teams. I'm trying to think here. I know Byron, no one in his gym has it. The rival never has a ghost type. Candace has Frostlass, actually, but that thing is just neutral to grass. There is Spiritomb, but we have Leaf Blade. That is true. I was only really thinking of Drifloon or Driftblim because those resist Razor Leaf and Leaf Blade. So those were the ones I wanted Thief for. But I can't really think of another Drifloon or Driftblim after that. If it was Diamond and Pearl, though, with Flint's Driftblim, then this would be a bit more complex of a run for sure. Yeah, honestly, I think just after Maylene, and after we defeat the trainer south of Veilstone with the Drifloon, I think then we can get rid of Thief for return. There is a Dusknoir Victory Road, but grass is neutral. Alright, so basically, after that one trainer, there's really no more Drifloons or Driftblims. I don't think anyone in Team Galactic uses Drifloon. I don't think so. Alright, well, I guess I'll go ahead and set it up. Well, we only have grass moves for Gardenia. Honestly, well, it's not like we... Actually, here's something we can do. There are 2 copies of Return we can get in Platinum. Maybe we should teach Return early, like in the place of, like, whatever one of our, like, Vine Whip or something. And then once we get Thief, we can delete that Return, and then we'll have to go into the Lost Tower and get a second copy of Return. It's a little bit out of the way, but it would speed up Gardenia a lot. Oh, Weepin' Bell would actually be really great too, because unlike Victreebel, Weepin' Bell gets growth. Honestly, I don't think that's better than Swords Dance, though. But still, it's something. Okay, let's go ahead and make the ROM. Platinum. Here it is. Oh, and guess what? Since we always replace the grass starter, that means Victreebel's gonna face the fire team today. What are the run killers for this run? Not really Gardenia. We just have Gardenia we're gonna have to defeat with Return. And I believe in this game, grass types can still be affected by Stun Spore and Sleep Powder. So that might be a little difficult. Fantina, I don't think it's gonna be too difficult because we'll have access to Thief. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and make it. Or get the save ready. Yeah, Candace is gonna be okay, I think. The reason I say I think is because we'll have Sleep Powder, and we'll probably outspeed her entire team. Oh, the Cyrus 3 battle. That one's gonna be rough. Honestly, I think the main key to that fight is outspeeding everything, and then we can just put the Houndoom to sleep and set up our swords dances. Think Crasher Wake could be a problem? Not really. We'll have swords dance. For platinum, I like to do frame 17. Also, I did add some of the overlay changes to the platinum overlay that I made in the other ones. Like, for example, I did replace the coins section and replaced it with hidden power. It does mean that the money one is a lot longer, and it does look slightly out of place, but it's supposed to be left aligned anyway. I just wanted all the squares to be the same size. Yeah, we're not going to be using Hidden Power. If this was Diamond and Pearl, I would probably use Hidden Power Ice. Just for Gardenia and Garchomp later. Getting more than 151 speed is going to be rough. Do you think we should go plus speed? No. You do think so? Yeah, I guess 70 speed is at that threshold where it's not really good enough. Also, you want some proof for a medium slow? Medium slow is the only level up group that levels up on the first rival battles. Not even the fast level up group does. I believe fluctuating can. Alright, save in the game. You've never used Victreebel? I don't think I ever used one in a personal playthrough. Would Swallow and Spit Up be good moves? No. Although, the move Stockpile can be good in some situations because it's a... I think it was starting Generation 4, Stockpile would boost your defense and special defense by one stage. Like, it was sort of like a setup move. But we have a much better option. I think if Victreebel didn't get access to Swords Dance, I would get Stockpile. Alright, we're going to keep Victreebel female. For nature, Jolly is... yeah, Jolly should be the right nature. We're almost never going to be using special attack. Alright, Chlorophyll or Chlorophyll? I guess we're going Chlorophyll for our ability. Perfect stats. We're not using Hidden Power. Yep. Ooh, Driftfell City music. See, we do want 2 Raw Spares for both Cyrus D and Flintsmack Mortar. Flintsmack Mortar, you say? Oh, check this out, guys. I reorganized my spreadsheet here. I only did it for Platinum right now, but I now have each gym leader like separated out with a little black border, and they're color coded too. So I should hopefully not lose track. See, what does Flame have? Mag Mortar. Flamethrower. Oh, it's got Flame Body. That's probably why you suggested that. I mean, I guess that's true. We should honestly get a Rossberry for, I think we should get one for Fantina as well, because the Duskull can use Will-O-Wisp, but honestly, Sleep Powder should be just fine, but I would like it as a safety. I know you can get Rossberries under Cycling Road. Do you happen to know how many of them you can get down there? Is it just 2 of them? I don't know. I think I can look. No. Walk through. Alright, let's... Route 206. Yep, just 2 Rossberries. Darn. Actually, are there other spots we... honestly, Fantina doesn't really need a Rossberry. We'll have Sleep Powder. I mean, we start with them. Alright, so here's our leaderboard comparisons. Let's figure out what to put the over-under at. Let's see. Charizard, Electivire, and Lucario are all the medium slow growth rate. They all did really good. Lucario had Swords Dance. Electivire had to do raw damage. Charizard had Swords Dance as well, but fire types have their own issues. I don't know if this would outperform Lucario, though. I feel like if I redid Lucario with my newer skill set, I could definitely get it close to 0 resets. Electivire is medium fast. Oh. Alright, then I guess Electivire is even better. So I think this is better or worse than Lucario. Honestly, Lucario gets way more coverage. I think this will do worse. I might put the over-under at Roserade tier. 155, I think. Yeah, let's go 155. Yeah, I was thinking worse just because of the lack of a move variety. Yeah, Sleep Powder and Swords Dance is going to save this thing for sure. Alright, our ability is Chlorophyll. And our nature is Jolly. Hidden Power Dark. Alright, we're Grass Poison type. Better change the background to Grass Poison. Okay. I'm gonna get my little small sticky notepad. Is there anything we need to go out of the way for? Definitely first thing we need to go out of the way for is the TM for Thief, because that is going to help us for Fantina and a bunch of Driftblim. And then we'll also need to get Frost Berries and a second return copy. Anything else we should get? Swords Dance. I know Axew in my server made a really good guide for it, so I'm actually going to just quickly glance at it. It's basically just a guide of where most of the valuable items are. Okay, let's take a look. High money items. Solacean Town Ruins, PP Up Fire, Thunder, Waterstones, Nugget, Odd Incense, Route 215, Max Ether, Payback TM, Revive, HP Up Iron, Veilstone, 2 PP Ups, 2 Star Pieces, 1 Calcium, Amulet Coin for fighting Fantina and Rival 2, plus Calvin and Dennis, plus Maya. Total $75,000. So basically, if we get the Amulet Coin as soon as possible and equip it, and then starting in Solacean Town, we get a bunch of optional stuff. By the time we arrive there, we should be close to 80,000 after we sell everything. And that's how much money Swords Dance costs. And it depends if we need it before or after Maylene. If we need it before Maylene, we will have to go south to like fight a couple of optional trainers. But if we don't need it until Wake, then it'd be a lot easier to get. Yeah, honestly, this doesn't look too hard. All right, but besides all those, is there anything else we need to go out of the way for? Probably not. And I think just for rare candies, I think I'm only going to get the ones that are on the way to places. Like, I'm probably not going to get the rare candy, probably the Floroma Meadow. I might skip that rare candy. I'll skip the Wayward Cave rare candy. I only like to get that rare candy if I need Earthquake. But yeah, basically just the ones that are like on the way to places. Anyway, it's been the mandatory 30 minutes of pre-planning in these random runs. Now we can get started. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. And we're off to the races. I like how the player just runs and then the rival just speed walks. Kind of funny. Even if we're short 80 Kai, there's P.I. Carlos. He's not as much throughout 212 Victreebels, but it's something. That is true, because what I like about your guide that you made actually with my server is that it doesn't require you to go fight rich trainers and then go back. Like, I honestly wish I knew about that at the time, because I think even in my second Lucario run, I did backtrack to fight him. But then again, no, wait, no, that wasn't for Swords Dance. That was for getting Hidden Power. Hidden Power 100% needs the rich trainers. If you're wondering like why Hidden Power needs those rich trainers south of Hearthome, Hidden Power costs $120,000. Like, all those extra items that I just listed are meant for Swords Dance. It's not meant for getting Hidden Power before Maylene. That's honestly close to impossible. I don't even know if it is possible to get all that money. You would have to, like, never buy anything and sell even the most minuscule of potions. Absolutely, for sure. Alright, go in here and buy 10 Pokeballs. Yeah, I think this run's going to be relatively straightforward. You know what's interesting? So far, in terms of the random solo run streams, the only games I've done so far, I think Pearl version and Platinum version so far were the only ones where I was actually able to use a fully evolved Pokemon. I know for Pearl I got Salamence and Feraligatr, and so far in this game I got Victreebel. I don't think I got fully evolved things in the other games. I think they were first stage mon. Also, theoretically, we could use choice specs if we wanted to use Leaf Storm, I guess. But no, we're not going to need it. Yay, first step encounter. You know what's interesting? I've seen some people, I think Alex does this, or some other person does. Somebody I know actually uses Shinx as their strength user. It's definitely interesting. Oh. Alright, I want Razor Leaf in slot 1, Vine Whip in slot 3, Sleep Powder in slot 2. Yeah, because Vine Whip will eventually be Return. Well, it's going to immediately be Return. I'm probably going to teach it right away, honestly. Because we're never going to need Vine Whip for anything. I mean, I know we have Sweet... Honestly, I kind of want to do a funny use for Sweet Scent. You can use Sweet Scent as like kind of like honey and grass to force wild encounters. I'm thinking I kind of want to do that for getting Psyduck. Like, it's something I never get to do. I kind of want to do it. Alright, so yeah, here's an item that I was gonna say it could help with Swords Dance, but no, it's not. Axew's Guide basically has you start in Salacian Town. It basically assumes you start with $0. So that means any money I have before Salacian Town, I can use to buy my own things. Yeah, Swords Dance for Mailing Guide kind of extends to Crash Awake if you don't struggle against Mailing at all. I mean, it did say, like, if you only need it for Wake, you don't have to fight some optional trainers. And Platinum definitely runs a lot slower than Heart Gold does. And it's not as bad as Diamond and Pearl, but still. Alright, I don't think we're gonna want Quick Claw. Like, we're not that slow. I do want to Sleep Powder that, though. Oh my god, that did so much. Oh, I must have left, Battle Styles to shift by mistake. Okay, our Razor Leaf does slightly more. Abra's not really that useful. Like, there's really not many uses Abra can even serve in Platinum. I guess... I don't know, I just don't really think it's that useful. I'm sure Alex could probably convince me, oh no, actually, it is good. You can use it in these few spots. Also, I want to try it. No, go away, Zubat. Alright, there's Geo, dude. There we go. Descent from the menu is slower. Come on, Axe, you just let me have some fun. There's Psyduck. I'm kind of upset it wasn't the Sweet Scent strat that caused it to spawn. Be careful of super effective fire or ice moves. Yeah, fortunately we don't have to deal with those till a bit later, but fortunately we have Sleep Powder for that. Also, I'm not even going to bother healing, because I'm pretty sure just defeating the trainers in Rourke's gym will be fine. Plus, I do have a... Do I have a potion at all? Well, I can just get this one. That is not escape rope. Hello, Logan Phoenix. How you doing? Alright, so yeah, I am going to fight these trainers. It may or may not be needed. I'm just doing it just because I can. And then before Rourke, I'll go ahead and use a potion. Honestly, I'll probably one-shot everything. Even though Razor Leaf is a physical move, it should one-shot Geodude Onix just because of the quad weakness. Plus, Randydose's defense is not good at all. Like, it's basically a glass cannon. I'm just using the potion for safety. One shot. One shot. And one shot. I think that crit, too. I know I've never played Platinum before. Oh, you haven't? Well, if you ever feel like doing it, I would recommend so. Okay, I need to buy... Nope. I totally did not buy antidotes. You saw nothing. I don't need escape ropes right now. I do need to buy escape ropes later, just not now. No, it didn't matter. It was just funny. Also, just letting you guys know... Oops. I was just gonna say, I've never healed at a center once so far. You know, I have no idea if getting that repel is even worth it or not. Like, part of me thinks I should use it for this double battle right here. But honestly, these Galactic Grunts are so bad, I'm not weak to poison. Return will probably one-shot the Zubats. Oh, right. These guys only have Zubat and Diamond and Pearl. Yeah, I will use the center in Floroma Town, though. I've got 1 Razor Leaf, but 13 returns. That should be plenty. Also, I could get Bullet Seed and teach it, but I'm gonna skip that. But seriously, imagine Swords Dance Bullet Seed. That'd be funny. Video games... Oh, hold on. There we go. Video games most Gen Alpha kids played: Fortnite, Roblox, Minecraft, Super Mario Odyssey. You doing a speedrun? Yeah, it's like a solo run speedrun. Yeah, I'm playing it like a speedrun, yes. Except, this is sort of blind. Like, I mean, we spent like 20 minutes pre-planning it. But like, this is like a one attempt thing. But I'm treating it like a speedrun, yeah. I know Alex says there are some spots where you should deposit HM users. I don't think the first mandatory spot is until after Fantina. Because I know that in some spots you want to deposit your HM users to avoid a mandatory double battle. Honestly, I don't think I need to do that right now, though. Kingdom Hearts. I have heard of Kingdom Hearts. It doesn't really seem like my kind of game, though. Alright, first up is the Mars fight. On the bright side with the Mars fight, I'm actually immune to Toxic, which is nice. Darn it. I don't think the Pirelli is going to be bad either. Just put it to sleep with sleep powder. Does Rhyperior look good or goofy? I know a lot of people think it looks goofy, but I actually like it. Also, little trick, Sweet Scent lowers the opponent's evasion, so I could actually make Razor Leaf more accurate if I do it. But for the extra 5%, it's not really worth it. Are you kidding? It could make Sleep Powder more accurate, too. Yeah, that thing is very, very powerful. Alright, I am going to fight a few optional trainers. Like, for example, this hiker. You have the third one and the first and second. I like those games so far, pretty fun for myself. Well, I'm glad you're having fun with it. I just never played it before. Also, little pro tip, I want my health to be healed before I do this mandatory double battle up ahead. I mean, you could either go inside of the house just outside the forest, because there's a woman who heals you in there, or you could just go into a wild battle and you just get automatically healed. I do not like this fight, though, specifically, because this last right here has a Patchy Risu, and this thing loves to paralyze you with Spark. Plus, it has Bide. Like, Bide is normally a terrible move, but in the early game, it's actually pretty good. Plus, I think it has Static. Alright, Gardania. Let's see. Her Roserade has 49 speed. I think if we can get level 23, we should be able to outspeed it. I think her gym trainer should be enough, though. Honestly, probably not. Oops. Look, a Ghastly. I'm going to go ahead and just fight these two trainers. I'm not going to fight the bug catchers below because they do give better XP yields, but I want something where I can just spam Razor Leaf because it hits both opponents in double battles. Okay, that should be good enough. I mean, I could also fight one of the fishermen if I wanted to. Honestly, I may have to. It looks like 23 might be a speed tie. Just remember, do not do the one in the middle. The one in the middle is the 6 Magikarp guy. I mean, I could fight him for Speed EVs, but I'm not that desperate for Speed EVs. Like, Speed EVs are nice, but I'm not going to fight 6 Magikarp guy for him. I only do that for, like, really slow Pokemon. Honestly, I don't even think I needed to heal there, but better safe than sorry. Do you remember Champion Cynthia beating Elite Four Aaron in the Diamond Pearl anime? I watched the Diamond and Pearl anime. I think only the first, like, 30 episodes, and then a few random scattered episodes in the mid part of it. But I never watched the ending part of it. From when I was younger, but I never saw that, no. What's your name in Discord? Well, in the description, I have my Discord server. You can join that if you want to. Yeah, there's a lot of people who like to chat in there. We all like to... Well, it's not really for, like, doing these runs specifically, but there's a lot of talking about that in there. Plus other things. 23, 49. Yep, I knew it. I am hoping I can get 24 by the time I get to the Rose Raid, but I'm pretty confident I should. Maybe not off of these trainers, but I could get them off of, Gardenia's, Turtwig. I don't know if she'll send out Roserade second, though. Alright, 51 speed. Yeah, we did basically just the correct amount of training. I'm gonna equip a Cherry Berry, actually. Just in case the Roserade, stun spores me. Not just in case, it is going to. Yeah, the plan is to just sleep powder everything and spam, return. Oh, are you kidding me? The reason I used Sweet Scent on it was just in case I needed to sleep powder it again. Oh, okay, it's safeguarded, so I literally cannot put Roserade to sleep now. Oh, I'm almost out of returns. Alright, I am gonna have to chip it down a little. Oh, it went away. There we go. Yep, easy Gardenia fight. Plus, now that we have access to cut outside of battle, we're gonna immediately teach, honestly, I was gonna say teach it in the place of return, but we still have the useless Sweet Scent. So I'll honestly just teach it over Sweet Scent. I mean, the next move I need to teach after Thief is pretty much just Swords Dance. Right? I'm gonna be getting that, teaching that immediately. Yeah, Thief is not normally a good move, but it provides extremely good coverage. Plus, it can be comboed with Swords Dance. That's funny. I like how Looker takes off his disguise to like show you that it's him right in front of the other grunts. I honestly find that kind of funny. Okay, I am a little bit worried about Jupiter, though. The Skunk Tank with Night Slash is very powerful. At least this isn't BDSP, because in BDSP, in this specific fight, they gave her Skunk Tank Flamethrower. Like, normally she's supposed to have Flamethrower in the final fight, not the first fight. So it's honestly kind of rough. God. I honestly should have thieved that citrus berry. I didn't think about that. Oops. Alright, so right now, Cynthia's gonna give me a useless egg. But, I'm gonna deposit it in Heart Home City, because in Heart Home City is when I need to deposit my HM users for a little bit. That way I can skip some double battles. I need to go shopping, though. Because now I need to buy... I think I just need 3 escape ropes. I'm good on repels. I need to just buy some super potions. I have, like, no healing items. I should probably use one now, actually. Grab Shell Bell and Hardhome. Thank you for the reminder. I keep forgetting that that item exists in Hardhome City because I never knew about it. But yeah, I need to start grabbing it. I mean, I'm sure Victreebel won't need it, but it's a good safety item. Sent the message in the Discord chat. Congratulations. I mean, nice to have more people in there. I think I should... You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna fight this guy. Do you remember that Victreebel does not tank special hits well as it once did in Gen 1? Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I still feel safe fighting rock types. You know what's interesting? In Platinum, that hiker is on the left side. In Diamond and Pearl, that hiker's on the right side. I have no idea why between games they moved him. It's so weird. Us 2000s kids meet and 4 Hoenn and Sinnoh. I'm guessing Angela is like your sister, I'm assuming. But we grew up with mainly... We didn't actually grow up with Hoenn. We actually never played a Hoenn game until the remix came out in 2014. So I was like 12 years old when they came out. I never played the originals, but we did have Fire Red and Leaf Green, but we never had the link cable, so we never traded. But we did play Diamond and Platinum a lot. I had Platinum and my brother had Diamond. We did a lot of that. Oh, it's a friend. Ah. Your first Pokemon game is Pokemon Y. Nice. My first... Honestly, it's kind of hard to know for sure, because a bunch of Pokemon games that I own are actually hand-me-downs. Like, for example, my Fire Red and Leaf Green was a hand-me-down, my Platinum and Heart Gold were hand-me-downs. But I think I got them all at roughly the same time. But, I don't know. If people ask me what was the first game I played, I just straight up and say, I just say Pokemon White. That was the first Pokemon game I actually owned myself. And I think I got that game, like, a little bit later after the hand-me-downs. Maybe before. I literally don't remember. So, if people ask me my first game, I just say Pokemon White. Alright, we're gonna have... Okay. Actually, we're not gonna equip the Amulet Coin yet. We need the Ross Berry for Fantina. Oh, I watched a decent bit of the Black and White series, but I unfortunately missed quite a few episodes. I watched a lot of the X and Y season, though. I think I ended up watching up until the 5th gym. Star. I need to start memorizing where these shapes are. Alright. Do I outspeed everything on Fantina's? I do not outspeed Miss Magius, but oh, the Miss Magius has Psybeam, though. Alright, honestly, I'm not going to go for... Okay. That thing, I should go for Sleep Powder on. Alright, so yeah, this thing will either use Confuse Ray or Psybeam. Crit. Okay, Thief to steal the Citrus Berry. I cannot believe that lived. Yeah, Thief to steal the Citrus Berry. Honestly, it's actually preferable that I let the Duskull burn me, because that way I can steal the Citrus Berry. And it prevents her from healing. Why we don't need Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu, Harkle, Silver already exists. Why Unova don't need a remake Black 2, White 2? Well, the reason that remakes are, I wouldn't say needed is the correct word, but the reason remakes will eventually happen is because if you think about it, there's an entire young generation of Pokemon fans that don't even know what the Unova games are, and they were basically introduced to it through the remakes. Like, there's a lot of people who were introduced to Hoenn through Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I mean, I was introduced to Kanto through Fire Red and Leaf Green. Thankfully, that thing got Quick Attack, but fortunately, it didn't use it. Stun Spore. Okay, yeah, that was cutting it close. Grab Shell Bell, thank you for the reminder. I need to go back and heal anyway. Oh, not only heal, I need to deposit my HM users. I do hate how out of the way the Shell Bell is, but it might be useful in the league. Alright, here's a neat little trick I can do. First things first is, I will go ahead and deposit first, then heal. That way, during this animation, there's only one Pokeball. I mean, you don't really need to worry about Sun and Moon remakes. Those probably aren't going to happen until, like, the late 2030s. If I had to predict. Because usually the original games have to be, like, 15 years old or so first, before there's a consideration of it happening. Alright, I do also need to go into the Lost Tower here and get a second copy of Return. Because I do plan to teach over Return. And something that actually really does annoy me quite bad is you cannot escape rope out of the Lost Tower in Diamond and Pearl or in Platinum. So I actually have to manually walk out of here. It's really annoying in Diamond and Pearl though, because in Diamond and Pearl, going through the Lost Tower is actually mandatory because that's where strength is for some reason. I have no idea why they put strength in here. Because the badge that lets you use strength is the 6th badge. And by the time you get here, you only have 2 badges. Makes no sense. Hello, Ramos. Alright, once I get into Solaceon, I do need to buy some repels. Plus also, Axew's money guide starts in Solaceon Town. Technically, it starts in the ruins. But right here, I need to... Oh, I gotta make sure to hold on to that. No, don't. Anything else? Yeah, just sell that. Alright, so I need 31 super repels, and that should be it. Amulet coin. I don't want to forget. First hidden item, or first valuable item, PP up. I mean, I'm fine being forced to sell it, because there's plenty of others. Plus, in a bunch of these dead ends, some of them actually have evolution items in them. There's a fire, thunder, and a water stone in these parts. I don't know which ones, though. Honestly, I think Gen 5 remakes are going to come sooner rather than later. I mean, one of the next major Pokemon TCG sets is literally based around Gen 5. I don't think it'll happen until Gen 10, though. That's just my theory. It's probably going to be a Switch 2 game. The escape ropes. Here they are. Oh, yeah. And I can also get the Roost TM. I don't think that was a part of Axew's guide, but it's an easy item we can get. Where is it? Dude, where's the candy? I know there's a candy here. There it is. Okay, Razor Leaf does more damage than Thief. Roost TM only sells for $1,000. Oh. Not as good as I thought then. I mean, the Evolution Stones only sell for $1,000. Dang it. I mean, fighting an extra trainer or two isn't really going to matter, because I have Amulet Coin. That thing just used Mind Reader and Detect. Good job. And I... Razor Leaf miss. Alright, this fight I need to save for. This is Ace Trainer Dennis. He is the trainer with a Drifblim, and he also... No, he does not have Gyarados. Gyarados is Diamond and Pearl. But in this game, he has Gligar, Monferno, and Drifblim. And the Drifblim is the worst. The Drifblim is the #1 reason I have Thief. Dude, seriously? Also, one disadvantage is Thief is going to activate Aftermath. Reset. I mean, I wasn't at completely full HP, so I should just go ahead and use a potion. Razor Leaf doesn't make contact, by the way. Okay, I guess I'll remember that if, like, it's at, like, 1 HP left or something. Oh, no, it's Weasel. Wait, I swore Dennis had a Monferno. Wait, no, that might be Diamond and Pearl. A lot of the teams between Diamond and Pearl and Platinum are so different. It's hard to remember sometimes. You know something that really sucks when I played through Shining Pearl? They gave Dennis's Gyarados, for comparison, in Diamond and Pearl, the originals, his Gyarados has the moves Thrash and Bite. In BDSP, it has Waterfall and Ice Fang. Like, they gave it the most overpowered moveset. I was doing a Nuzlocke of it last time I played, and he killed half my team. Alright, so there's also some more goodies here. There is a Calcium. Star Piece. Star Piece. That rare candy's for later. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and actually start selling right now. Get rid of those. Alright, I'm gonna sell the 2 PP ups I got. The Max Ether, Hyper Potion, HP up, Calcium. Get rid of those. Firestone, Waterstone, Thunderstone, Incense, Plate, Nugget. 2 star pieces. Alright, TMs. I don't want Roost, or Shadow Claw, or Payback, or Stealth Rock, or Grass Knot. Okay, it looks like I'm a little bit short. I'm gonna go fight, some optional trainers. Honestly, if I had just bought like 11 super repels instead of 30, I would have had enough money. So I guess that's a little pro tip I need to remember for next time. But yeah, here's the other trainer with Drifloon. Right, there's P.I. Carlos. Also, that guy going up and down, he's actually really good training. Alright, I need $80,000. Alright, I'm gonna fight this guy. Yeah, this guy's a full team of 6, and they're all very good training. This is basically killing 2 Spearows with 1 Geodude. I mean, I hope this guy gives me like $3,000. Because I do kind of want Swords Dance before Maylene. You've got to be kidding. Well, gotta be one more person. I'll buy this, battle this guy. Well, we can just drop Thief now. There's no more mandatory ghosts. Well, to be more specific, mandatory Drifloon or Drifblim. Literally every other ghost in the game, we can just use Razor Leaf. Oh my god, stop. If I had blacked out, I would have lost some money. That thing was hitting Hypnosis like it was Diamond and Pearl Hypnosis. Those of you wondering what that means, in Diamond and Pearl only, Hypnosis is 70% accurate. But in Platinum, it was changed back to 60. I guess they thought that was too OP or something. Wait a minute. Oh my god, seriously? Well, add that to the collection of runs that get Pokerus. I think the last time this happened was Skarmory and Emerald. Oh, I don't need to sell. I guess you could say my results are not repeatable. Yeah, the reason you can tell you have Pokerus is if Nurse Joy talks to you for way too long. Alright, so I need 4,000 coins. Alright, so yeah, TM75. Where is it? I hate how these aren't in order. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna equip Shell Bell. I don't really care about money. Alright, Swords Dance in the place of Thief. But wait a minute. Is there any reason, though, to ever teach over Return, then? I don't think so. Because replace Razor Leaf with Leaf Blade. I think Leaf Blade, Return, Swords Dance, Sleep Powder is effectively our final moveset. I guess the reason I got the second Return TM was because I thought I was going to have to teach over Return and keep Thief. But no, Thief is only really good for the Drifloon or Drifblim. Yeah, honestly, I think this might be my final moveset. Hey, on the bright side, with Pokerus, we'll gain double the EVs, which is nice. My attack EVs went from 14 to 20. Honestly, this sort of means with Pokerus, it's kind of better to do early Vitamin Buy, but I can't do an early Vitamin Buy. I'm too broke. I mean, I could probably still hold on to the Amulet Coin for that, but honestly, Pokerus is probably going to cancel out the Vitamin Buy. Honestly, I think I'll just skip vitamins. Alright, so do I outspeed everything on main? No, Lucario has 77 speed. Dude, we're always, like, so close to outspeeding things. But oh well, though, the Lucario has shit moves. You like Garchomp? Oh, absolutely. One of the best Gen 4 mons. That's an opinion, like, everybody has. You like Legends Arceus? I actually liked it. I thought it was okay. I don't like how so much of the game's progress was locked behind the Pokédex. Like, I like completing the decks for fun. I don't like it being required. I thought it was okay. I would give it like a 6.5 to 7 out of 10, I'd say. I did have a lot of fun with it my first time, but I wouldn't really want to replay it. Two Swords Dances makes Razor Leaf a 2-shot. Jeez. Most hated region, Paldea. I don't think people hate Paldea. I know there are people who don't like Scarlet and Violet because of the performance issues. But besides that, I have heard people say that, like, even though Scarlet Violet is an open world game, the whole region in general kind of feels empty. I mean, I do sort of agree with that. The overworld did feel pretty empty. But no, I did like Scarlet and Violet a lot. I not only beat the game, I actually got a full living dex of the 400 Pokemon. I got the shiny charm for it, and I got a living dex of the DLC too. Well, not the second part of it, because I'm missing a couple legendaries. How's the run going? Only one reset. Do you like Lysander and Team Flare? I sort of have a sauce. Honestly, I view Lysander as just a clone of Cyrus. They both want to destroy everything but themselves, and just like Cyrus wanted to destroy the entire universe, so he can just have a world to himself. Lysander just wanted to kill everyone on the planet that didn't pay the $1 million to join Team Flare. Like, I view them kind of similar to each other. But a couple of things I do like about Lysander. His battle theme is incredible, and Team Flare specifically, they give a buttload of money. Hey, we got the Krogunk event. I actually did that on accident. No, I already healed. Not going there. Here's the thing, like, I'm always tired of, like, the evil teams using, like, level 55 Zubats, level 37 Poochyenas. Team Flare pretty much almost always uses fully evolved Pokemon. Because you know the thing, like, if you have to pay a lot of money, they're going to give you good Pokemon. Like, even in a casual playthrough, it's nice, because it's lots of good experience. Have I read the Adventures manga? I think I only read part of one book. I think it was, like, the Yellow edition. The one with that girl named Yellow. I've read that one a long time ago, but other than that, no. Have I seen Indigo League? I have watched the entire first season. In fact, I've watched the entirety, in terms of the Pokemon anime, the only seasons I've completely watched were Indigo Plateau and Orange Islands. I had the Orange Islands on DVD. I think I still have them somewhere. And, Indigo League, I watched the entire thing on Netflix at my grandmother's house over the course of 2 weeks. We were there for vacation. I literally was just in her theater room just all day on Netflix watching the whole season. I mean, I liked the Pokemon anime when I was younger, but as a grown adult, I really can't get myself to watch it or rewatch it. Might need 2 Swords Dances to Canalave Rival. Did I only use 1? Alright, so what are the speed stats like on Wake? 64, 34, 96. Yeah, we're never outspeeding that Floatzel. He might send out the Floatzel second just because Floatzel has Ice Fang. But that's fine, though. It doesn't get the same type of attack bonus with it. So I don't think it's going to do too much damage. Honestly, there was no reason I should have used the PP up there. I should have waited till Leaf Blade. Do I like Lance and Leon? I think they're both good champions. Oops. Oh my god. Dude. Dude, sleep is supposed to last up to 4 turns in this game. He woke up on turn 2 like every time. Dude, he just did it again. Alright, I think this should just be it. Oh, it's... Okay, at least he'll waste his turn with a heal. I think you might need one. Probably not. That Floatzel might have still lived, I think. Because the Floatzel's defensive stats aren't the best, but I don't know. Best team is Team Skull. They're definitely a top one for sure. I like that they're just common street thugs. And they're not really that well, or they're not really like an organized mafia like Team Rocket. They're just street thugs. Also, I could go into the Great Marsh and get a rare candy there, but honestly, I don't think Victreebel needs that rare candy, so I'm going to skip it. Grab 1 Rossberry on Route 213. I still have 1 Rossberry, though. Do I need more than 2? Like, who would I need a 3rd Rossberry for? Magmore's Flame Body. Oh, well, I already grabbed 2, though. I've only ever used 1 Rossberry. Yeah, see? I still have 1 left. Did you think on Route 206 on Cycling Road, do you think I only grabbed 1? But no, I grabbed both. Do you like Wickstrom from X and Y? I've done quite a few X and Y solo runs. Wickstrom is the most annoying league member. People like to make fun of Klefki. His Klefki specifically is so horrible. Like, in terms of like a regular team run, it doesn't really matter. But in terms of a solo run where you can only use 1 Pokemon, his what do you call it? His Klefki has the move Torment, and what the move Torment does is it prevents you from using the same move twice in a row. And even in some casual fights with him, it really screws with you. Plus, his Scizor and Aegislash are pretty dang powerful. Do you think Ditto's weak? I think that's obvious. You got to. It's for Cyrus 3's Houndoom. Oh. Not really. It's not really a good counter to that Axew, because the problem is Torment is a priority move. And even if you protect the first one, he could just use it again. So it's like inevitable doom. Nice. honestly, even though I see like Scott and Alex almost never get the defog HM because it's technically not required, I think for Victreebel, I still would have gotten it anyway because some of my moves are not 100% accurate, and I really do not want fog to be up, especially since some of these people are bird keepers. Plus, I mean, I had to go in there anyway for money, but I think even if I wasn't, I still would have gotten it. Like, I'm sorry, I'd rather spend an extra 45 seconds just getting the defog HM and teaching it than potentially get a reset on one of those trainers because I keep missing. That's just my opinion. Alright, what are the stats like for... Oh, it doesn't look like I have the first Cyrus battles as speed stats in my spreadsheet. But oh well, just remember to save. Hey, Voskeo. Have you seen the Mario Bros. Movie? I did. I thought it was okay. Do you like Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl? I actually do. I think those games are way too overhated. Like, I've played through the game twice. Like, I liked Sinnoh as a kid, and replaying it, like, kind of as like a vanilla-ish experience. Like, the remake obviously didn't change too much from the originals, but it still changed some things to make it more modern. It felt like replaying the original games again. Yeah, I did. In fact, on my channel, you can find a playlist if you want. I streamed an entire Nuzlocke of the game. It's split over like 10 streams, I think. Alright, now I gotta teach Surf. Alright, I'm gonna go get the I'm gonna go get the rare candy south of Veilstone. I think I'm gonna have to try and use all of the rare candies on before Cyrus. Also, I know I didn't get the Rostberry right next to Celestic Town, but I'll get it later. You know what's funny? The thing with Pokerus, if one of your Pokemon gets Pokerus, it actually spreads. My whole entire party have Pokerus. They're all contaminated. Alright, what are the speed stats like for Byron? 58 Magneton, 36 Steelix, 39 Bastiodon. Okay, finally, some gym leader I actually outspeed. Okay, yeah, this Rival 5 battle right here, I should be careful. Also, I have no idea why in my spreadsheet I don't have stats for the Rival 5 battle here. That would be kind of good to know. Oh well. Uh-oh. Oh, I speed tie this Infernape. Yeah, I should have used 2 Swords Dances. Also, I think I tried to ask Alex this before, but I don't know if he answered. I wanted to know if it was faster or slower to get strength before or after Byron? I actually don't know. Actually, no. The question was, is it faster to take the boat back or fly? And I think he said flying was faster. But I would like to know. You like Jesse James and Meowth? They were pretty funny. Oh, man. Oh, dude, Taunt. Taunt and Torment? Wow, you absolute douchebag. And you just missed an Iron Tail. Wow. You really tried to be the most annoying possible. Look away. Thank you. Alright, here's the Scizor trainer. I better make sure I'm healed up for this. Question, though. Does the Scizor here have Aerial Ace? It does not. Okay. Oh my... Oh, man. I think that's the first time I've ever seen the Swarm ability actually be useful. The reason X-Scissor almost killed me was because of the Swarm ability. When the Scissor's health got below a third, its bug moves did 50% more damage. Has more jokes than the games. It has more made-up cities than the games. Like, I think in the Indigo Plateau season, I'm pretty sure they go to Vegas. Oh my god. This is sort of one of Victreebel's disadvantages, is it has to constantly rely on powder. Okay, I may have to actually leave and heal. I'm not even kidding. They went to Hollywood there. Yeah, actually, I don't think they went there. I think it was a flashback episode. I think it was the one where Meowth was trying to impress some female Meowth by learning English, and she wasn't impressed. Because that Meowth was like one of those rich, snubby ones. My god. Good thing I saved. Come on. I know once I get to Byron, 70 HP will be plenty for him. Oh my god. Turn should be stronger than Stab Razor Leaf now. Probably not if it's resisted. Oh wait, Razor Leaf is resisted too. Oh. Alright, so the plan for Byron here? Sleep Powder and Swords Dance. Hey, crit. And I wasn't even using Razor Leaf. Okay, that I want to use Razor Leaf. Also, starting Gen 4, Rock types in Sandstorm get a special defense boost. Like 10% boost, I think. I'm not even going to put that thing to sleep. Bastiodon's bad. Yeah, Shell Bell. I really need to start getting Shell Bell in most runs from now on. Like, I think if I did this run without Shell Bell, Victreebel would have a lot more losses. One more level till Leaf Blade. Nice. Honestly, I think if I had done just a tiniest bit more training, and I would have had a Leaf Blade before going into that gym, it would have sped the whole gym up for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and get some healing items. 11 hypers should be enough. Saw Ash battling Clay on TV once. I don't think I've seen the black and white episodes with Clay in it. I've seen the ones with Elisa in it. I'm gonna use that on Leaf Blade. Darn it. Oh no, mean look. Whatever shall I do? Alright, I think I'm only gonna... Wrong move. One Swords Dance. Oh, Leaf Blade. Oh, speaking of the Diamond and Pearl race I'm going to be doing with Elite Four Alex on Thursday, the Pokemon we'll be racing is Toxicroak. It's a Pokemon neither of us have played yet. Where am I going again? Oh, right, Twin Leaf. David vs. Goliath. Do you like the idea of young kid trainers like Red Gold and Lucas Kalums stopping evil teams? I mean, I feel like it's just how all the Pokemon games go. You know something that kind of upsets me? I wish you can actually deposit your HM users in the player's house. Because, honestly... Oh, here's an idea. What if, instead of flying to Twin Leaf Town to do this, what we should do is go to Sanjum Town, and then inside the center we'll deposit, and then we can fight these people one at a time. But then the problem is, I would have to go all the way over there and get them back. I don't really know if that'd be faster or not. But it would definitely be something to think about. Honestly, I sort of do think it might be faster. Actually, no, it wouldn't be, because I couldn't use Surf to skip these people. No, actually, never mind. I don't think it would be faster at all. Sleep. 1 SD. Return. Hey, my friendship's almost maxed out. Alright, Axu, which is gonna be better? Yeah, what's better? Let's just assume they're not resisted. Actually, actually, stab Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade's 90 power, so that's 135 with stab. Yeah, even if they're resisted, Leaf Blade is better. Alright, so now I need to go get that berry. What? I could have swore that was Route 213. Where's Route 213? Oh. Wait. Oh, okay. Hold on a minute. I thought Route 213 was up there. Oops. There's some raspberries. You once got almost stuck? Oh, really? Like, you didn't know where to go next? Pokemon Y was super easy for me. Oh yeah, they were definitely easy for me when I played them. I also played Let's Go Pikachu board. I have never played the Let's Go games. I honestly kind of refuse to play them. I do not want to play Pokemon Go as a mainline series game on my Switch. Plus, if you thought X and Y was easy, Let's Go, like, literally handholds you the whole game. Like, Pikachu and Eevee can just learn, like, every single move to, like, hit for super effective damage against, like, everything. They get, like, 12 or 13 signature moves. It's kind of insane. Alright, Dalton. Ace Trainer Dalton here is probably one of the hardest NPCs in all of Platinum that isn't a gym leader, because Electabuzz and Magmar are very difficult to deal with. He can paralyze or burn you. Pick your poison. And that's my poison. I'm gonna try and get off us. Oh my god. Yeah, I think I'm dead. Yep. Honestly, I think I should have only gone for one Swords Dance, but besides, like, woke up so early. I'm so tired of the turn 1 wake-ups. Plus, at least Leaf Blade is... Oh, wait. Leaf Blade can make contact, too, so that's another risk. That could have activated Static. Also, a little trick for getting the rare candy here. Rock Climb is there. Go straight right. Mariah is just as annoying in Sinnoh. She's... Honestly, she's annoying, but Dalton is not annoying. Dalton is actually very difficult. Mariah's not difficult. She's just annoying. But that's probably what you meant to say. Do I outspeed everything on Candace? 109, 57, 61, 115. I do not outspeed the Sneasel or the Frostlass. But I do outspeed the Frostlass now. Not the Frostlass, the Sneasel. Did I fight some... I think I should fight some of Candace's trainers. Well, probably not. I think she might... it's gonna guarantee hit a blizzard. You know what? I think I'm just gonna have to guess that I might survive a blizzard. Also, there's diamond dust here, but that does not affect the gym fight at all, sadly. During the 2010s, decade, parents gave iPads to kids, and they were like 17 months old, 1 to 5, when they were toddlers having tantrum. iPads were taken away. Yeah, that kind of stuff just makes me angry. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to accept the fact that the Frost has less speed, but maybe she won't see the kill and go for double team? Hopefully. I do want to try and get one Swords Dance. Ice Shard. Good thing I still have the Shell Bell. Pile of Swine. Come on, Frost last next. Frost last next. Yes. The reason that's good... Oh my god, 1 HP. Oh my god, what the hell was that fight? Also, the reason it was good that she sent out Frostlass third is because if Abomasnow set up Hail, Frostlass would have Snowcloak active, and Blizzard would be guaranteed hit. Yeah, she actually did a Bruno play. Honestly, I think it's something to do with Avalanche. I think the AI has a huge negative effect on moves like Avalanche, because I know they're negative priority. I think that has to do with it. Like, the closest thing we've ever had to iPads, which was basically, it was a Nintendo DS. But then again, like, obviously we weren't allowed to play them for too long, because our mom would make us go outside. And I know another thing, she would never let us take them inside, like, grocery stores or something like that. We would have to leave them in the car. But I see so many young kids just walking around the store I work at with just iPads in their face. Just awful. Like, at the same time, like, I obviously use my phone a lot, but I'm a grown adult. That's the difference. I can do what I want. Remake title prediction, Yin Black and Yang White. I'm not kidding, that's kind of killer. Also, if I wanted to, I actually could go in the department store and buy some vitamins, but just because of the, what do you call it? Because of the, Pokerus, I actually was able to get a hold of so many attack EVs, I would only be able to get like 2 proteins. It would probably honestly be worth just getting some, so that way I can continue to gain. I've seen kids using phone and random moms showing Cocomelon videos. I mean, I don't really care as much about, like, the Cocomelon thing, because, I mean, when we were all very young, there was some sort of, like, dumb kid thing that was out. Like, I think when I was younger, there was one kid show that was so dumb, my mom and dad never let me watch it. It was this old show called Teletubbies. I only ever remember, like, seeing it from, like, when my older siblings used to watch it when they weren't supposed to. Like, I guess it would just play on a random TV channel, but they never let us watch that. That shows, when I've looked back on it, that show was absolute brain rot. Gen Z's cooked, Gen Alpha is the kickbox. That doesn't make sense. There's Sludge Bomb. I'm gonna get it just in case, but I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna need it. Yeah, I'm gonna go in the department store and go get some protein. Vitamin of the day. Alright, I think the rest of my... probably zinc. got, like, no special defense. Alright, use the proteins first. Okay. One thing I do like about the department store in Sinnoh is that the vitamin person's on the 2nd floor, but in most other games, they're on, like, the 4th or 5th floor, so I have to go up more sets of stairs. Very minor things that only I would notice or care about. Honestly, the one thing I can't stand nowadays is, like, mothers and... It's not really the fathers as much, it's mainly the mothers I see doing this. They pretty much never discipline their child, and they just throw absolute temper tantrums. Like, where I work at, I see those, like, from time to time. It's definitely not an uncommon event, and a lot of them just give in, too. They're like, alright, which prime do you want, or which candy bar? Whenever I did any of that stuff as a kid, my mom would threaten to take me out of the store and whoop my ass. And guess what? It worked. I would never do it. You only had to say it once. But, like, those kids just pretty much just... Their parents just give in all the time. It really irritates the crap out of me. There was this one mother I seen. This little girl, I'm assuming it was her daughter, she was really, really wanting a lollipop. She kept trying to take it off of the little cash register end, you know, where they would have, like, tiny candy bars and stuff. She kept trying to take one of those, and she kept, like, screaming and throwing a fit, wouldn't let go of it, and then the mother, like, yanked it out of her hand, put it back, held her hand, and then quickly left the store. And then I'm thinking, that is some good parenting. Because every other parent that I know who would go in the store if that happened, they would just give in and buy the lollipop. But when you do that, then they'll know if they want something, they just have to whine about it. Easy. Because the key is when you don't discipline a child when they're very young, think of how they'll act when they're like 12 years old. Hey, another protein. God, I can't use it. There's the elixir. Will outspeed the Sneasel within 1 level. The Sneasel has 119 speed, so yeah, it was really cutting it close. Alright, I'm not going to put that to sleep. It outspeeds anyway. I am impressed that lived. Oh. Another instance of Shellbell saving the day. There's a TikTok mom giving donuts and juice to her 1-year-old son, and there are people faking disabilities on TikTok for clicks and views. Oh, that's nothing new with TikTok. A lot of people do that. That's honestly why I was kind of hoping it would just be banned. And that thing will not stay asleep. Yeah, honestly, I think from now on in most playthroughs, I know Scott has started to grow a dislike of Shellbell. Honestly, I think Shellbell should just be the default item. Because Shellbell has literally saved me from so many resets. Alright, so I think I will go to the mart here. I think I need to buy some more repels. I don't think I need to buy healing items. I'm sure I'm good on those, but I should get some more repels. Darn it. Okay, that was kind of clumsy. Also, I'm not sure how many rare candies I have, but I do know there's some more rare candies I can get. I think in Platinum version, there are 3 rare candies in Mount Coronet. One of them I already got on my way to Snow Point. There's another one in like a tiny room where there are a bunch of galactic grunts. It's like an optional area. And then there's another one like close to the summit. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get them both. Oh, fun fact, you see how I just pushed a strength boulder? There is no strength boulder there in Diamond and Pearl. I know Steve showed me something on Reddit. I don't know if this is a theory or a fact. It might honestly be kind of both. But apparently the reason that there's a strength boulder there in Platinum, but not Diamond and Pearl, is so it would prevent players from going to the top of Spear Pillar without a strength user. Because in the distortion world, you have to use strength. And it would be very bad, like, if you went there and you didn't have a strength user. So that's probably why they actually put them there. So, like, it would prevent you from, like, going there without a strength user. Dude, I cannot believe how many speed EVs I have. Look at this, 145 speed EVs. It's not normally possible to get that many speed EVs in one of these runs. Sleep. Yeah, I'm sure there's some of that too. Oh, avoid this person? Check this out. If you leave the text box up, that person doesn't see you. Also, there's a max elixir right here. And this is another room where there's a rare candy. This is the last rare candy I'm probably going to get, because I want to use all of them all at once before Cyrus. Normally in Platinum runs, you tend to want to use your rare candies for that Cyrus fight, just because he's so difficult. I'm going to wait till after Mars and Jupiter, though, to use. I better save. And this Pokemon really reminds me of its Gen 1 version. If we didn't go Speed Nature, we probably won't outspeed Weavile. I think we might be able to, actually. I have my thing up here. You outspeed everything on Mars and Jupiter. Actually, we don't. The only thing on Mars and Jupiter's teams we don't outspeed is the Perugly. Cyrus's style, 139 speed. Yeah, we'll definitely outspeed it after the candies for sure. There is a somewhat decent chance we could outspeed the Crobat, but probably, no, 151, definitely not. We would need to gain like 3 or so speed each level. Cyrus's Japanese name is Agai, means sun, like how the sun's middle of the solar system. Interesting. Oh my... Dude, I've been hit with 2 sand attacks? 11 candies? Is that how many I have? Assuming so. Have you seen Origins? I actually have. I watched the whole thing on YouTube. Really nice. I kind of wish the whole anime was like that. One thing I did not like about the Pokemon Origins episodes is that oh, you've got to be kidding. They skipped so much stuff. Like, in between the episodes, they're like, oh yeah, I fought 2 gym leaders off camera. It's like when Minecraft YouTubers, like, mine diamonds off camera, and they have, like, 32 diamonds. Sure, they mined off camera. Hold on. I'm gonna get rid of this Munchlax. There we go. I do wish this Infernape had Brick Break to get rid of the reflects and light screens. I don't know if it does or not. Alright, at least it wore off. Okay, thankfully it did not attack me. Okay, why the hell does Floatzel use Iron Tail on that thing? Okay, I will admit that was actually kind of rough. Alright, so if I have 11 rare candies, that'll get me straight to level 66. Well, no, here's the thing. Like, the only things that are really canon are the games themselves. Yep, we barely outspeed Crobat. Honestly, you know what's funny? Pokerus is actually making this thing giving it a much better time. It's literally Pokerus. Like, this is not a recreatable run, which is honestly hilarious. Like, if I did not have Pokerus, I definitely would have gotten more reset. For sure. I'm gonna go ahead and use the 11 rare candies before I forget. One thing I also like about Victreebel is it gets, like, no level up moves for the most part, so you don't have to waste time saying, like, hey, would you like to learn Deer? 1 Swords Dance Sweep, even a +1 with Leaf Blade guarantees... Oh yeah, Rossberry too. You don't think Pokemon Yellow is canon to the Pokemon Season 1 and 2? I mean, what do you mean by, like, it's canon, though? Like, what do you mean by that? Yellow has anime elements. That is true, it does. But it's not the same as, like, the actual anime. Because if it was, Pokemon Yellow would let you go to Las Vegas. In the anime, Pokemon can use more than 4 moves, and there are no HM moves, they learn it naturally. I remember there was this one Orange Islands episode. I think within one episode, Ash's Charizard used 7 different moves. You like Groddle? If you mean like the Torterra line in general, I do like him, yeah. My favorite starter line in Sinnoh is definitely the Infernape line. Like, I think the Empoleon line is definitely my least favorite. Plus, here's a weird little thing. Just because of Empoleon being part Steel, Empoleon is actually weak to both of the other starters. Because Empoleon is actually weak to Ground and Fighting, which are the secondary typings of the other starters. Technically, Empoleon's weak to all the starters. Kind of ironic. Yeah, I literally cannot believe Pokerus has helped this thing. Interesting it did not use Fake Out. I'm actually kind of surprised. Ash's Infernape Blaze ability remind you of Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan. I've never watched Dragon Ball, but I have seen the clip of that. And yes, it kind of does. Probably sees the kill with Ice Punch. Yeah, but I always assumed that AI turn 1 always go for Fake Out, but that's probably only assuming full health. Volkner is free. KO first Jolteon with Leaf Blade, set up on Luxray or Electivire with Swords Dance. Wouldn't it be better to set up on Jolteon, though? Like, does the Jolteon have something bad? Not really. Thunderwave. Oh, right. We don't have Substitute. I forgot about that. You ever seen App and Mario and Luigi? I've never played Mario Luigi. I'm still kind of wondering how Victreebel even got a hold of Pokemon. I don't think it started with it. I would have seen that message a long time ago. I'm thinking one of the Pokemon I caught as an HM user had it. What I think. I don't know. I think Pokemon might have a random chance of getting it. Like, if a wild Pokemon spawns with it, it could infect me. I think that's how it works. Look away. Nice. That guy's technically an optional, but he almost always catches me. Hey Axu, does Leaf Blade even make contact, or have I been this lucky with static? It does? Okay, so I've just been lucky. Okay. Dude, I still haven't been hit with it yet. But I really should use an Eater. I better re-equip the Shell Bell. Leaf Blade Jolteon, 1 Swords Dance Sweep. Thank you. Honestly, part of this run kind of feels illegitimate just because of the fact I did randomly get Pokerus, but I didn't cheat it, obviously. It's just one of those rare events that can just happen. You have... Oh, man. Thank you. This thing pulled... Volkner just pulled a yellow version Bruno. In yellow version, Hitmonchan has Fire and Ice Punch. That can happen. You could say Volkner did a Bruno play. And also, since we do outspeed everything in the league now, there's effectively no reason to get more levels, so I'm going to skip the remaining rare candies. But I will use the center just outside of the Victory Road, because I do need to heal PP. Darn it. You know what's so weird? How come the player needs surf, but all these people can just swim? Could have swore I had a repel up. Oh yeah, slow HP bar. Right, here's Ace Trainer Oma. And I really hate Rampardos' Platinum Sprite. I don't like how it's standing up. Its Diamond and Pearl Sprite was so much better. One Swords Dance as well? Okay. Also another mandatory trainer with a ghost type. But then again, at least it's no Drifloon or Drifblim. The Drifloon and Drifblim were the #1 reason I wanted Thief. Plus Fantina's is Dusknoir. Not Dusknoir, her Haunter, but pretty much her whole team in general just needed it. Just because I had a lack of Swords Dance. Andre. If you're also wondering why he switched, whenever the AI have a Pokemon with Natural Cure as an ability, and they get infected with a status, they almost always switch. Honestly, I only did it just to get the free turn. I mean, I didn't remember at the time, but it was just the reason I decided to go for Sleep Powder. I was hoping to get a free turn to Swords Dance. Please no encounters. Swords Dance. I didn't think it was worth putting it to sleep, just for one turn of setup. That's funny. If I had actually chosen to get like every rare candy in the game, I would probably be close to level 80 right now, but I only grabbed 11. Well, it's 11 out of the like 16 rare candies, I think. I think there's like 16 candies in Platinum. Alright, I think for pretty much everyone in the league, just one Swords Dance and Sweep, but I do need to use the Ross Berry for Flint. Aaron's 1, 2 if you want to guarantee Drapion. It has Air Slash. I think I should just go for the 1. Must have been a range or something. Eartha's 1 +2 Leaf Blade one-shots Gliscor. Hey Logan, welcome back. How was your trip? Oh yeah, this thing can easily get sub 2. I mean, my fastest platinum time I think is a 132, but that was with Palkia. Palkia is extremely broken. It's honestly like this game's Kyogre. Not as good as Kyogre, but still really good. I'm actually kind of happy it used up that berry, so now it's going to take less time to re-equip Shellbell. I really like it whenever I equip an emergency berry and it actually gets used. It feels nice. Eating banana chips. Ugh. Never had them, but they don't sound good. Well, thank you for using light screen. I appreciate it. I mean, I guess the Bronzong resisted grass and normal, but I had Swords Dance. It really wouldn't have mattered. I don't like how I'm off center of the door. Honestly, yeah, I think this thing can get sub 155. And sweep. Alright, and I think the last thing is Lucario. Yep. 154.32. With 5 resets at level 75, 0 blackouts, and I'm assuming game time of 5:49. You like the Champions Tournament? Oh, I love the World Tournament a lot. In fact, every Wednesday, I'm actually streaming a Pokemon World Tournament randomizer. Right now, I've just finished the Unova through Sinnoh Leaders tournaments, and on Wednesday when I resume them, it's going to be the World Leaders. So you'll definitely want to be around for that. You'll really enjoy that then. Not quite its former glory, but pretty good with its old toy. Oh yeah, Swords Dance, a better Razor Leaf in Leaf Blade, really good. Honestly, Thief also really helped it, but Pokerus really, really helped. I think even without it, it still would have been great. The difference is, I would not have outsped Cyrus's Crobat. I would not have outsped it. But honestly, I don't really think it would have mattered too much. I think this thing still would have destroyed. Yeah. Oh my god, I got the under. Seriously, how am I... I've been getting very good at guessing over-unders lately. That is insane. Alright, let's go ahead and put this... It'll just be a few seconds. I'll put it in the leaderboard and I'll switch screens and we can all see where this ranks. Definitely going to rank real high, that's for sure. All right, we were level 75, 5 resets, real time 1 hour, 54 minutes, seconds, game time of 5:49, and this was playthrough number. There will be some slight spoilers. Haven't watched the puzzle. Results will. Okay. Now, if we switch over, it is 9th place. It did 11 seconds worse than Roserade. Roserade was honestly really good. It got some resets mainly because of the early game, like Gardenia I remember being bad. But if I remember correctly, it got access to tons of special moves, like Shadow Ball, it got access to Psychic. It was just awesome. Victreebel is just being slightly behind it. And this, remember, this is with my current skill set too, so I'm sure Roserade could do even better, but I've already did 2 playthroughs, that's enough for me. But yeah, it did do way better than Rhyperior. Rhyperior just isn't the best in Platinum, mainly because of Gardenia and Grassnod, but its ability Solid Rock definitely saves it, because it turns Grass from a 4 times weakness to a 3 times weakness. So it actually does help it out. But anyway, thank you all for stopping by, everyone. I do appreciate it, especially Logan, the new chatter. Definitely keeping the chat active. I appreciate it. Anyway, this is a good random Pokemon. The next stream will be tomorrow. We'll be doing another Platinum with a random Pokemon. But knowing my luck, it's going to be a first stage. But who knows? Might be a full stage. Anyway, I will see you all later. Bye.